Very warm welcome to you in this course. My name is Anjani Kuumar and I will be your facilitator for this course. Now, surviving in a downturn. Let's try to understand a little bit of context into what exactly is there in this program. Now, we all understand that all the times are not always good. There are good times and there are difficult times. And what we have also seen is that it is cyclical in nature. Sometimes you see that the economy is doing good, there are enough jobs, and then few years down the line, things are not so good. People start losing their jobs, companies start spending less money because they have less demand in the market. And ultimately, who gets affected? It's people like us who get affected because we don't have enough jobs, we don't have enough opportunities to grow our business. And that's where it's extremely critical that we prepare ourselves to face situations of downturn. Now, I have been observing many of these cyclical situations over the last 20 years. And what I have observed is, while in good times, quite a few people succeed, but there are few people who succeed in difficult times also. And it was very interesting for me to understand what makes them successful in those difficult times. Because succeeding in good times, it's easy because everything is supporting you. But succeeding in difficult times is much more difficult. And that's where we all need to learn those skills, which will make us successful in those difficult times. And in my study of these people who have been successful in multiple cycles of downturns, I have figured out certain core principles, certain core activities, certain core beliefs that these people carry, which make them successful. And my whole idea is to put all that together in this course so that you, when you go through this course, when you run through everything which is there as a part of this course, you also develop those capabilities where you are able to build strategies which will make you successful in any downturn. And it's not about the current scenario, which is not so good, but it's about all those cyclical situations. Whenever in your life you face situations of downturn, you know how you can still remain successful. So that's why it's all about creating a blueprint for yourself, which will make you successful throughout your career, throughout your life. And that's the whole objective of this course. Now let's try to understand what all will get covered in this course. What are the learning objectives? And let me share my screen with you, and that will help you understand this better. So what we see here is it's about not just teaching some techniques for building confidence, right? It's more about getting you in that frame of mind which will take you through that situation of downturn when things are not working for you. And that's exactly is the core objective of this course. And the idea is to prepare yourself. The idea is to build that mindset, because in a situation of downturn, there is so much negativity all around, and which will further pushes you down in that negative spiral. And then it becomes very difficult to come out of it, because there are situations where people are losing jobs, where companies are not doing well, they are doing layoffs, businesses are not doing well. And that's where you need to learn how to still remain positive and figure out what is the right strategy for you to remain successful. And that's where here primarily what we are going to cover is how you can visualize yourself the way you want to be, right? It's all about being in that right frame of mind all through a situation of downturn. And then how you can affirm yourself, right? How you can have that belief which will keep yourself successful. It'll help you overcome your fears, because in these kind of situations, we all have fears, whether we lose our job, whether our business will not do well. So how you can overcome your fears. And then it enables you to question yourself, the inner critic, because a lot of times our inside force keeps telling us, oh, it's so difficult, how can I succeed in difficult times when everybody else is failing? And that's what this course will help you in building that belief, in questioning your inner critic. so that it can set yourself to win even in difficult situations. So that's another core learning objective of this course. And then obviously, it helps you in terms of creating personal boundaries and helps you also start seeing yourself as good as some of those people who still remain successful even in difficult times, even in situations of downturn. So that's very important, because then it puts you at the equal pedestal compared to everybody else. And then it helps you, it motivates you in doing and believing what is right, and then helps you accelerate your journey towards success, and finally strengthens you to prepare for this journey. So these are some of the learning objectives that we have defined for this course. And the whole idea is to give you a framework, a blueprint, which will consistently help you in any situation, whether it's a downturn or it's not a downturn. It would prepare you to remain successful throughout your career. It would prepare you to focus on some of your inner skills which can still make you successful even in difficult times. And that's the broad learning objective of this course. Now, this course is structured in various parts, and I'll take you through all these parts as we go along. But it's very important for you to understand that you need to remain committed throughout this course, because I will be giving you certain assignments at each stage, and you need to complete those assignments. It's not about just going through one video after the other. That will not help you. Yes, that will give you some good motivation, some good learning, but it will not help you prepare that final blueprint that I want you to prepare, which will keep you successful in every difficult scenario. So I need that commitment from you, where after every course, after every lesson, the activities which are given to you, you would be completing them. Because otherwise there is absolutely no purpose of just running through some of these activities which have been defined in this course. Now, as we go along, you would obviously have a lot of questions, a lot of doubts, a lot of thoughts, and I would encourage you to keep asking those questions in our Facebook group. And that's where I would be personally answering those questions so that you remain connected with me. And I would also encourage you to get actively involved in this whole community and help each other, share your experiences. Because ultimately, what I've seen that some of the tricks and tactics that I have defined in this course have made people successful in any given situation, right? And I want you to be equally successful. And one of the ways to remain successful is to share your success stories, because that gives you confidence. If you help more people, you become more successful. You build that community of successful people, and you would have noticed that it's a normal tendency for successful people to stay together, to stay close, because that helps them become even more successful, learn from each other. And that's the whole purpose of our community on Facebook, which you must join. And so far, if you have not joined, there's a link given below which you should use to join the community. And then I will see you in the first lesson after this. Thank you.